Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Bento Buster in sunny Tokyo, and today I'm making a cheesesteak with a serious Japanese twist. In fact, you'd be pretty hard pressed to make it more Japanese than this. Will it give the Philly cheese a run for its money? Well, time will tell. Okay guys, this is finely sliced Wagyu beef, and as you can see, it is very thinly sliced indeed. In fact, it kind of looks a lot like bacon, but a bit more expensive. Now of course you don't have to use Wagyu for this dish, you can use any beef you like, but just make sure that it's paper thin. Simmering away in my pan, I have 300 ml of water, chicken stock, a finely sliced onion, and to that I'm adding the Wagyu beef, sake, soy sauce, mirin, and sugar. Because for my Japanese cheesesteak, I'm making some Yoshinoya style gyudon. That's right, the beef bowl stuff. And why am I doing this? Well, A, it's Japanese, B, it's delicious, and C, I want to make sure that it's packed full of flavor. And talking about flavor, I've just added a touch of ginger. The next step is to let it simmer along nicely, to reduce down. Now, as it reduces down, those flavors will concentrate, but give it a taste test to make sure that you're happy with the flavor. And in this case, I just added a touch more sugar, maybe because I have a sweet tooth. Now these are optional, but hey, they're going in. Mushrooms, Shimaji mushrooms to be exact. They add to the taste and to the texture. It's a no-brainer. And if you can't get hold of Shimaji mushrooms, don't worry, just use another type that you have available. I'm sure they will be just fine. And as always, for the recipe, please check the description box below. I'm always looking out for you guys. Now this is looking really good. That meat is looking juicy and tender, and those juices have reduced down and thickened up nicely. I think we're done. Check it out guys, Wagyu Gyudon. Not bad, eh? Okay, I'm just going to set that aside for a minute and then start making some tempura. And to make the batter, I just need this tempura flour and some ice cold water. That's all that's to it. It's very simple. I just mix the two together and voila! Tempura batter. Oh, and by the way, keep it a little lumpy. When it comes to tempura, lumps are good. Okay, now I guess you've seen this before. This is Benishoga, a type of pickled ginger. You've probably had it with takoyaki or yakisoba, but have you ever had it as tempura? Well, if you haven't seen it before as tempura, you have now. The technique is very simple. Just put some in the oil and pretty soon you have tempura benishoga. Just be careful not to burn your hands because that oil is hot. As you can see, it's very easy to make and it doesn't take long at all. So the next time you're making tempura, why don't you give it a try? And there it is, a very funky and groovy tempura. Benishoga tempura, which is going to be our garnish. Who would have thunk it? Psst, hey, come here. The Bento Buster. That's who. Actually, I did hear that this is popular in the Kansai region and not so much in Tokyo, but who knows. Now for all you regular viewers, you've probably seen this before. It's that cool loaf of bread from my local bakery. Why do I like it? Well, it looks great, tastes great, and it tears apart into 4 different pieces. And I like to use those pieces as hot dog buns. Dirty dog style hot dog buns. Next I'm going to grill it in some butter to make it toasty and buttery on all sides. The technique here is to keep that bread moving so it soaks up that butter and it doesn't burn. And there it is, golden, buttery and toasty on all sides, the perfect hot dog bun. And for this dish, the perfect cheesesteak bun. Okay, now the bun's ready, it's time to build this cheesesteak, Bento Buster style. Now the first thing to do is fill it up with that juicy Wagyu Gyudon. Okay, it's looking very decadent, but I think we can fit a bit more in. Now that looks much better. Next on goes some brie cheese from France, but I bought it from a supermarket in Japan, so I guess that makes it legit. Now I think most of you know me pretty well by now. This wouldn't be a cheesesteak if there wasn't a torch, so break out the torch. And there it is, one of the best ways to melt cheese while taking care not to incinerate the bread. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the pièce de résistance, if that is the correct pronunciation, the Benishoga Tempura. And there it is, the Bento Buster's Japanese Cheesesteak. Now with all that red Benishoga on top, it kind of reminds me of a mohawk. In fact, it kind of looks like Hawk from Cobra Kai, you know, the Karate Kid TV series. But get that thought out of your head because it's not. It's the Bento Buster's Japanese Cheesesteak, using 100% Japanese Wagyu. Now just check that out. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Now, I was going for a very Japanese look and it definitely looks the part. But the big question is, how does it taste? Well, we won't know until I try it, so I'm going in. And the answer is, man, that is good. Mecha mecha oishii. This Japanese bread suits this cheesesteak perfectly. The inside is meaty, juicy, and cheesy and gyudon-y. And on top you have the heat from that crispy tempura. Looks great? Check. Texture? Check. Flavor? Check. This little baby gets full marks. And it even has kanji branded onto the bread. How Japanese is that? So guys, if you're looking for a cheesesteak with a twist, why don't you give this a go? I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It really is delicious. Okay guys, thanks for watching on the Bento Buster and I'm out of here. So stay safe and as we say in New Zealand, kia kaha. See you next time. Oh, and don't be shy, you can like and subscribe if you want. Thank you.